What is up, guys? It's me, Adam. So today this is a serious subject. I know this video may be demonetized, but actually this video won't be uploaded. Yeah. If not, it may be unlisted. If I did, I'm just gonna keep on the playlist and just keep this unlisted. This year just sucks. Hey, but before I mention this, hold on. Do something. Hold on. Still. This is a very important subject. Some of you guys may be waking up, some of you guys haven't known. So here's my day. It went from good into badness. Oh my god, before I explain, hold on. Alright guys, so I have to say this. I'm sorry if I delayed you for a couple 8 minutes. But today, this is a serious subject about this virus. This is serious. I know some of you may think it's a hoax. I know YouTube's terms of service. Don't worry, this video will be deleted. If not, unlisted. Maybe, but it's gonna have to be unlisted. YouTube has just Sadly, we're not doing a good job. Around the world, we're breaking records. I'm not sure they're trying to give us too much attention. I'm kind of feeling upset, like how bad 2020 is. October 23rd, we saw 445,000 cases. That's maybe because of Europe's. Hold on, let me see if anyone comes in. So I'm also doing a video about comparison about 25 states with the largest outbreak with the virus. It's coming out tomorrow. I just need a few more states like Arizona, Illinois, New York, California, Texas. I'm normally save the biggest outbreak for last. Because if I do it right now, it normally gets boring and push me out. Yeah. Look at this. Out of control. The death toll may be still stabilizing, but probably not for long. Rate is sky. We've been stabilizing ever since late July. And then now late September and now October, we begin a surge. Around the world, we just passed 42,000 cases. Million cases. And look at this. This is the statistics in the last 24 hours on October 24. This is very sad. We'll start with Brazil and India. India managed to bend the curve, thank God, with only 53 cases. At 370 new cases a day, 650 deaths. In the last, Brazil, almost 27,000 cases, 432 fatalities. Russia, with 16,000 and 296 deaths. I'll be sharing the US last because, why not? Because the US might have... Oh, hello there. Hello there, Billy. Hello there. Wow, I actually didn't expect people to be up this late. I thought they would. But I always forgot it's Sunday. So I know this may be against YouTube's terms of service, but the video will either, like I said, the video will either be deleted, private, or unlisted. I know. I just want to explain this. This is just my reaction. So today is, well, some of you guys it's already. Some parts of the US and the world it's already Sunday, October 25th. Only a few parts of the world that's still no. And look at this. The UK with 23,000 cases. Like, France has broke a sad, bad, and record, and a sad milestone. 45,000 new cases. They're not telling us from Spain yet. They probably don't. 137 deaths, 275 deaths in Argentina. Yeah, I know. Italy with 19,000 cases in 151. Jesus, Italy is worse than Florida and New York now again. Because when Florida had the peak, at least they went down. Even though, just remember, we have more testing. And yes, if you don't know, some parts of Europe, if they can't handle an outbreak, they have to go to nearby countries. They have to go to Germany, since Germany probably best healthcare. Italy was supposed to have the best healthcare, even though they're no longer the worst. But they're still one of the worst, not just in Europe but around the world. Come on, Italy with 19. It's a second wave. Germany 14,000. Turkey this much. Japan with 697. Belarus with 811 cases. This is what the trend we have. 97,000 cases in the last 2 weeks in Brazil. In America, 819. Even Brazil has done better. They have managed to bend their curves. America, we can't. well, we both had we had the surge at the same time, but while Brazil, but then in September, late August and September, and right now, October, Brazil begins to drop. Meanwhile, America plateaus and skyrockets. Switzerland, oh, not sure yet. Portugal over 3. Canada seeing 2,500. Poland. So yes, there has been so much that happened recently. We had the riots in Kentucky, I think. We had the riots. What's happening in Nigeria? Yeah, I'm gonna if the video, be honest, I might even have to age restrict this video. Yeah, we had not just Nigeria. We had Guinea. We had clashes in Italy, Naples. Protesters also clashed with police, and I think in Cape Town recently. Jesus, come on. Don't. And now, guess what? I have an update about Poland. They just had 13,000 cases. Guess who also tested positive? I don't know any famous people, but only one person that everyone knows. The leader, or should I say the president of Poland. The president of Poland has tested positive for the virus. Yes, he tested positive yesterday. 3 weeks after President Trump in the US tested positive. Now him is now joining the US President Trump, Brazil's President Bolsonaro, UK's Prime Minister Johnson, and then where they tested positive. But I think he'd be okay because of course they will have. And yes, this COVID-19 has made people have lost their jobs. People can't communicate. Like they're stressing you out. Like I thought quarantine was a good idea. Well, it was a good idea during the first week, but the second week was okay. But by the third week, it started going bad. Well, sad milestone for France. Yeah, I feel bad for France. Even Lebanon, I know, right? The U.S. are not telling us yet. Look at this. But yesterday, hold on. Let's see. So in the United States, hold on. Look at this. So here's the thing. So starting, in early March, everyone had a surge. South Korea maybe begins to slow down. America began to surge. Meanwhile, the European Union at that time begins to bend the curve and slow down and just drops. America keeps rising, but then America plateaus for a bit and then plateaus and then skyrockets in June and then peaking in July, almost 80,000 cases. Then we drop in August until early September, and now we're going back up, and this is our third mountain, or maybe this could be our third wave of new infections. 85,000 new cases in a single day. Like, in fun fact, it's a disturbing report. And that was on Friday. They haven't yet released Saturday because the day isn't over. Like, look at this milestone. America has even though probably because we might have done the most testing. Yeah, probably. Done the most testing. But still, this is a grim. We haven't yet had a single day with under 10,000 cases. Not a single day. We had a few days under 20,000. If I can, like this. But that's how far low. America has a hard time containing its outbreak. And it's not because of New York. Well, that was back in March. Well, April was. But in June and July, like Florida, California, Texas, even though I think the U.S. has set a new record. And Donald Trump, not trying to sound rude, I know he's president, but he's going to rallies. He's going to so many rallies. And yes, no mask, no social distancing. And yes, like, come on. And Donald Trump continues to downplay the threat as we passed 8 million cases, and 230 Americans are dead because of this virus. Hospitals, our missions are rising. You know, most of the cases are on the East Coast, I think. Well, started off Washington, but then its epicenter shifted to New York. From New York, well, it was Florida and Texas. Like, you know, south, I should say. And Donald Trump keeps downplaying the threat. And he said that we're turning the corner, Like, come on. We're not turning the corner. Things are... I have a question. Can we even break 100,000 cases? Back in, like, I think in late July or early June, America's top doctor, Dr. Fauci, said America may see 100,000 cases. And that was when we were averaging the highest rate since April. We were so close, but we managed to keep our rate under 80,000. And then we began to climb down and then skyrocket. Now we closer. Well, India almost broke 100,000. They had 2 days with 97,000, just 3,000 infections away from reaching that mark. America, we might. And yes, and do you want to know something? No, this may first. Yeah? I'll watch. I just recently came from a party. Seriously. Thank you. And what else? Okay. Good. Even though you don't know it, but it looks good. Yeah, good. But anyways, oh my gosh, we're not turning the corner, and we're gonna keep downplaying, like, Jesus, America. Look at this. So, in my state, I'm in California, we currently have the highest infection rate. Well, let's see, 0.7 million recovered. Oh wait, it's actually, hold on, what's that state called? Oh, it's actually Texas. I forgot. Texas has overtaken California in cases. We're no longer number one. We don't have the highest infection rate or death rate, but still we're one of the worst. Texas per capita is worst, of course. But just remember, New York State just also tops 530,000, Florida 775, Illinois almost 375,000, Georgia for almost, like, Jesus. Wisconsin, Michigan. Michigan has top 107. But look at this. But at least here in the state of California, we have done the most testing than any other state. Just remember, we have done the most testing. We have done. And yes, Texas has more cases, and they only have half of their testing compared to California, so it might be much higher. Texas might even become the first state to reach 1 million. I know, which has 10 million fewer people than California, even though people are leaving California. It's not just California. New York people are leaving, of course, New Jersey, Florida. I mean, not Florida. But Florida has done, New York State, Florida has only done under 6 million, so it's most likely higher. New York State, California have done the most. New York comes in second when it comes to testing. But New York State done the most per capita, or percentage. Yeah. Yeah, we're going, but the state of California is wrapping up testing. Yeah. Hold on. Look at this. States are rising. Utah. Our cases rising. Not really. Well, I hope it doesn't. But Utah. Feel bad what's happening in Utah, Wisconsin. Probably people keep blaming it on protests and riots. Well, here's the thing. I kind of said that it would start, but it wasn't. But the media, but they said it wasn't because at least they're wearing face masks. It's probably the holiday gatherings from the summer, and since the Earth is tipping itself away from the sun, and the temperatures get colder, the weather temp drops. Yes, that's how I know, right? Texas. Oh my gosh. And like, if we're not prepared, like, what are we? How is America going? I know, right? With this highest stuff, so it's just, come on. I know, right? And there's like some people, and yes, of course, you need to wear a face mask when you enter stores, restaurants. I heard that indoor dining in some Illinois counties, probably or especially Chicago, they're shutting down their indoor dining due to clusters of cases. In California, we're doing okay in California. But let's hope we don't end up like them, like Illinois, Wisconsin. Illinois is beginning breaking records. It's not just nearby Indiana, Wisconsin, Utah, New Mexico. Jesus, that percentage just shifts so quickly. Washington State? I wonder how they went from number 1 to number 27. They only have 100,000 cases. Seattle went from number 1 until New York City overtook them. Yes? What's the... I know, and some of you guys are watching from different... Meanwhile, yes. Madly. Since we overtook in China back in March, we have 8 million people. We had like 80,000 cases. Since we overtook in China, we're now 100 times larger, even though China numbers may be fake or underreported. But still, this is a brand new 8 million cases. That's all China's fault. And you know what? Here's the thing. Donald Trump thinks it's the Chinese virus. Well, he did shut down travel from China, but then they didn't know that the virus was also coming from Europe. It moved from China to Europe, and then they were coming to like New York State, the East Coast, and nobody knew it. On January, February, March, they all landed. I know, right? And then, yep, and then cases just sky. Iran, yeah. And yes, it wasn't the China virus, it was the European virus. You know what, guys? I feel like it's no longer called... I feel like this is no longer the European virus. I mean Chinese virus or European virus at this point. It's now it's not the Trump virus. Well, it's the American virus now. I'm sorry. People are not wearing masks. I recently went to a party, for real, just because of my cousins, one of my young cousins' birthday, even though it's a bit personal, but still, no mask, no social distancing, and I wonder if he can get in trouble. Because, in the state of California, they're becoming strict. New York State is much stricter. Because if they would fine you in Italy, they would arrest you, of course, in Italy at this point. And I know some people are relaxing quarantine measures. I know, right? It's just so like hospitals can't like third these people. It's because they didn't have that much cases. Let me go back to my body, my choice. And they're saying this a hoax. My gosh. We will reach 10 million before China even reaches their 100,000 or 90,000. It's the American virus, sadly. I freaking hate this 2020. Why do you have to go through this? Yes, most people having, like nurses haven't. Look at this. Compared to American and European virus, they were surging. The EU just drops, but the America just plateaus a bit. But then it skyrockets later. I just hate this. Like, hospitals are overwhelmed. And nurses are not paid enough. Like, I would like... But anyways, guys, I'm about to... I know, right? It sucks. Even though I'm about to go eat. But anyways, guys, I'm about to head off. Hold on. Yeah, I know, Diamond. But anyways, I'm about to go since I'm about to eat. I just want to explain this. It's been half an hour. This is me signing off for today. I know this is a short stream, but it might be a bigger stream. But still, it's still